everybody, welcome back to my channel. How y'all doing this evening? I'm doing great. Great news. And it's on and popping. The RX 6600 XT is going to make their way onto the market. Yes, they are. The RX Radeon 6600 XT 8GB graphic card will be revealed August 11th in stores worldwide. Now, I hope all y'all good tech savvy enthusiasts out there go ahead and get y'all 8GB gaming card, graphic card, excuse me on that, graphic card, and go ahead on and do your thing. Gameplay your best AAA game that you've been wanting to play. Some people brought their little components and just waiting on a discrete graphic card. But I hope that Micro Center and Best Buy fulfill y'all needs, and other tech stores in the US fill y'all needs worldwide and overseas as well, because everybody been waiting on a discrete graphic card. I hope AMD solve this issue by at least 70% so people could go ahead and get their gaming cards and game on and game hard. Alright, let's go ahead and get on up into the articles right here. Alrighty. AMD Radeon RX 6600 XT graphic card. Look at that baby looking nice and sweet. Card status is official. Manufacturer AMD, release date August 11th, 2021. Launch prices at $380 USD. GPU is 7nm Navi 23 XT. Cores is 2048. TMU is at 128 and ROPs is at 64. Base clock is at 1968 MHz. Game clock is at 2359 MHz. Boost clock is at 2589 MHz. Effective memory clock is at 16,000 megabytes per second. Max compute power FP32 at 10.60 teraflops. Memory size is at 8192 megabytes on GDDR6. Memory bus width is at 128 bit. Memory bandwidth is at 256 gigabytes per second. Physical interface is PCI Express 4.0 at 16, and thermal design power is at 160 watts. Now, it's not putting out much power. Recommended power to push this card must be at 500 watts. If you're not at 500 watts, you will not be able to get an onboard display communication powering up the computer. You will get a black screen if you are under 500 watts. So keep that in mind. If you're 500 and better, you good to go. If you're under 500 watts, go ahead on and get your gaming card and buy a new power supply. Alrighty, moving right on to AMD Radeon RX XT graphics. Beautiful. As I said, it's at 32 compute units of RAID accelerators, 32 megabytes Infinity cache, 8 gigabyte GDDR6. Now keep in mind, this is an 8 gigabyte card. If this 8 gigabyte go ahead and suitify your gaming needs, playing your esports or your AAA games, the very good games as Outriders, Redemption 2, etc., Tomb Raider, or any other good games that's coming out, then this 8 gigabyte will do the job for you. Up to 2359 megahertz of game clock. Powerhouse performance at 1080p max settings. Now keep in mind that this card is supposed to be at 1080p. It didn't say anything about 1440p or anything else. It's just at 1080p. But if you have the best 1440 plus 144 megahertz or higher, then y'all go ahead on and take pictures. Let me go ahead and see how y'all enjoying y'all game. Take pictures, send it to me. You know, love to see all y'all tech enthusiasts who got their gaming card and they happy to go ahead on and build their rigs. They got some people got the computer already brought the parts and got their PC parts sitting in the closet waiting on the discrete graphic card so they could go ahead and build their units. Some of them went ahead and bought the GTX 1030 to go ahead on and wait until they could get their discrete graphic card. So this might be the fix for the ones who's been waiting for a graphic card. Okay, now Assassin's Creed Valhalla is at 92 frames per second. APX Legend is at 186 frames per second. Battlefield 5 is at 164 frames per second. Dota 2 is at 289 frames per second. The reason why I climbed that because everybody know Dota 2 and Dota 1 don't really accelerates that high in frames per second. So you know how that is. Horizon 4, 137, Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege, climbing at a whopping 441 frames per second. Resident Evil Village at 177 frames per second, and Valorant at 553 frames per second. Alright, it will work with your AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution. These are games here that go ahead and push that they got out already. And it go ahead on there access the smart access memory, so you pretty much good to go if you're on the new latest chipset by AMD, the 5600X, 5700, and the 5900X. So this card will work with that smart access memory. Go ahead on access and more juice to boost your GPU, and y'all can go ahead and game on that high accelerated performance. And now equipped with AMD RDNA 2, you got your AMD software, and there's also AMD FreeSync available. So that's a good thing to know that this new graphic card that comes out, the RX 6600 XT, could go ahead on and connect with your RDNA 2 and other Radeon software and FreeSync as well. Now, available soon from these partners: ASRock, ASUS, BioStars, Gigabyte, MSI, Sapphire, Power Color, and FXX and Yeaston already have their graphic cards already, and I'll be getting into that video next. Let me go ahead and finish going over the specs. As you see right here, compute units 32, game frequency at 2359 megahertz, base frequency is at 1968 megahertz. It has a peak pixel fill rate up to 165.7 gigabytes per second. And you got your stream processor at 2048. As you see, total board power TBP 160 watts. Minimum power supply recommended is 500 watts, as I mentioned. If you are under 500 watts, you will not get a boot screen, will stay black. So make sure that y'all have the most latest power supplies, 500 or better. Alrighty, it support rendering formats, HDMI 4K support, H265 HEVC decoded, 4K H264 decoded, H265 HEVC encoded, 4K H264 encoded, as well as AV1 decoded. Connectivity: display ports at 1.4 with DSC, HDMI 2.0 VRR, and FRL. USB Type-C, no. General product is under the Radeon 6000 series. Product line is the AMD Radeon 66 series. Component launch date is August 11, 2021, with additional 8-pin power connect. Now this is good to notice that, because now we got the Radeon RX 6600 launch date is August 11, as well as the new APUs that will be coming out as well as August 5th, which are the Ryzen 5 5600G and the Ryzen 7 5700G. So AMD doing a big thing for August. Now for the APUs that's coming out August 5th, these are people that don't want to buy a discrete graphic card controller, and they're not gamers. They just want something just to go ahead on and chill. You know, you can do content creator at 1080p with the APUs. You can go ahead on and connect it through to dual display monitors as well using the APU. But with your discrete graphic card, you can go 3 monitors or better, depending on the connectivity ports of the new RX 6600 XT. Now, last but not least, we're going to go ahead on and get into ASRock, Power Color, Sapphire, Yeaston, FXX, and BioStars revealed their Radeon RX 6600 XT lineup. So that's a good thing to know that we got. I hope that there are enough graphic cards to go out during launch date. Now, as you know, I'm not going to be buying one, so it's not no issue. But all the ones who's been waiting on a nice, good, discrete graphic card to play their AAA games at their best, then August 11th is on. And I hope that y'all gamers, for you game YouTube, go ahead and get their cards and just be happy playing their games. All right, let's go ahead on and get into the Power Color RX Red Devil and Hairbound. Yes, this is the Red Devil. That baby look nice, look sleek. I like the little black play. I like the little Red Devil logo going on. So yes, that look nice. This is a Hellbound series here by the Power Color. Nice. Can't go wrong with that though. I like the Hellbound better than I like the Red Devil. So I like this logo here. This looks sleek. I like the back plate. Everything looking good and clean. This is BioStar. BioStar getting up into it. You got your HDMI as well as your 3 display ports, as BioStar gave you a little peep of the monitor connectivity. So you got 3 display ports as well as an HDMI. So that's pretty decent. BioStar little heatsink look beat with a nice little dual fan blade action, so we're looking good and clean with that. And as you see, you got your 8-pin power connect up here, so that's good. And the recommended power supply is 500 watts or higher, so you're pretty much good to go with that. You got yeast and keep it simple. It's not as beefy and heavy as the BioStar as well as the Power Color. Yeastin, they doing their thing. Same thing here. Now you get what you get with Yeastin, nice dual fan. And as you see, 1080p Full HD, 8GB memory, PCIe 4.0, 550 million games played on AMD Radeon. That's good to know. And then you got your Azra. Woo, them boys going triple with a Phantom gaming. Yes, sir. As you know, it comes polychrome sync, so you can go ahead and sync it with Azra polychrome color, RGB, ARGB mode. So, but look how sleek this is here. This is nice, very nice. 8-pin power connect with that nice good beef choke heat sink. Oh yeah. So this is pretty interesting here, because now, as well, everybody getting up into it. So now I hope August 11th, about at least, Micro said that about at least, got my fingers crossed, that at least 150 to 200 customers get these hit cards or higher. Just like I said, when y'all go ahead and get your cards, y'all can go ahead. I'm gonna put all my information link. Y'all can go ahead and post y'all cards up on my Twitter account, so I can be happy for y'all. And go ahead and give y'all the shout out and just say, go ahead on and game on, game hard. Yes, sir. And you got Azeroth. They got the little single, and they got the little. Now the single's good for me though, but just like I said, I know they're gonna once I go ahead on the login and Best Buy. You know how they're gonna do it if you ain't there, because they got their online off limits. You gotta come pick them up at the stores. And with Best Buy, they only get like maybe a limited stock. So first come, first serve. So if they get like 40, the first 40 get the cards, and that's it. Alright, you got Sapphire Nitro, and I love the Sapphire Zone. They zone looking pretty decent. I love that. I like the little Nitro. I like the little white back plate onto it. So this is pretty decent. So if you're doing an all custom white build, this or all custom white and black build, this will go ahead and fit that case scheme, color scheme perfectly. So you can't go wrong with that. So this is a nice good card by Sapphire, and they call it the Sapphire Nitro. And you got your little bio switch down to the bottom. So I like this. This is nice. You got your 8-pin power connect as always. So just keep that in mind. You gotta have a designated 8-pin PCIe power connect on your power supply. So you go ahead and power up the card. You got the Sapphire here again. Again, Sapphire Plus doing their thing, Sapphire. And now FXX. Ooh, here they go. Triple nice design. Nice design. This is the Mercy 308. So yes, they are revealing them. So I hope, as y'all see, I'm going through all the line up. So they releasing them. So they said, hey, there shouldn't be no issue. And this is why AMD had to push it back, so to make sure that the manufacturers, the IRBs, make sure that y'all get these cards and give enough time to get enough quantity amount out before we go back down on lockdown. So make sure that the quantity out, and also keep in mind, please wear your mask. I don't want none of y'all getting sick picking up your gaming cards, so please, it's important, wear your mask. As you know, then I like the FXX better than I like them all, so y'all decide which gaming card that y'all like and which gaming card y'all gonna get. So that's up to the shoppers. I'm gonna let y'all pick and choose. And just like I said, post up your card on my Twitter account. Say, Ron, I got my card. And you can go ahead on and run home. If you got all your components and you're ready to build your rig, you build it right, build it strong, and build with confidence. Look at that. This baby look beef. This Mercy ain't joking. This is a nice, good, beefy graphic card. And then you got Asus ROG Strix. They jumping in on it. So yes, Asus in on this too. So they got graphic cards out. So just like I said, all AIBs I mentioned, and as y'all see the reveal of them, they showing them. We got them. August 11th is on and popping, so y'all get y'all graphic cards. It shouldn't be no issue. Gigabyte, woo, look at this baby here. Alright, let me go ahead and, as I'm seeing now, Gigabyte giving the reveal of their graphic card. You got 2 display ports and 2 HDMI ports. This is, oh yeah, I like Gigabyte's on looking nice and hard too. And I like their little fan blade design. So this baby gonna be doing some good cooling while y'all overclock these cards to this highest potential. MSI, they thumping in on it. Alright. Now, as you know, the retail price is $379. You can say $380. If you got y'all money saved up already, y'all jump the lines and y'all do y'all thing. And that should be it of the presentation show. So I just hope that all y'all go ahead on and get y'all graphic cards and y'all do y'all thing. Once again, AMD is going to go ahead on and launching them out heavy, and they're launching them out strong. Keep in mind, August 5th, the APUs come out. Now, these are people that just, like me, that don't need a discrete graphic card. They're going to go ahead and still do the productivity off the APUs and still be happy. Now, the only games I really play the most, 80% is my puzzle games. I don't need a discrete graphic card to go ahead on and play my puzzle games. And with the Ryzen 5 5600G, it's 6 cores, 12 threads. And if I was doing that build, my megahertz of memory would be in the 4000s, the 4000 or 44 megahertz. The reason why I'm pushing it that high, so I can go ahead and get the best boost performance of the APU. The memory is going to help the APU perform at its best ability, so it should not be giving me any problems with that as well. That'll go for the same thing as the Ryzen 7 5700G, 8 core, 16 threads. And August 11th is the RX 6600 XT. So if we get that, the Ryzen 7 or the Ryzen 5 5600G or the 5700G with the RX 6600 XT, so you pretty much good to go. And then of course we go with any case, Corsair, Fantex, Thermotake, Fractal, etc. Then y'all do y'all thing. I want to go ahead and thank y'all for watching this great segment. Please subscribe to my channel. I got more great content coming y'all way. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.